Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to be covering some of the latest crypto news. If you haven't already, do subscribe, drop a comment below, and hit the bell. Alright, so some research is going on about the on-chain Bitcoin metrics that is saying that the bottom is not yet here. I don't think it takes everybody to understand that fully. The bottom is not currently here, but here goes the research. So they're telling you here that there's no standardized definition of a crypto bear market, but digital assets are more volatile. Now, they're saying that it should be around minus 40% or perhaps 60% negative. So, with the market down around 74% from the peak over the last 10 months, they're telling you that there is no doubt that the crypto bear market is here for crypto. The 18th of June, that bottom was 17,700, and the closing price of that in the previous cycle peak for the first time in its history was reached at that time. Now, some analysis actually called that market cycle the bottom, but it could not be that way. Consider that some researchers are saying otherwise. Now, the percentage of Bitcoin addresses refers that the proportion of the addresses whose funds were on average buy prices lower than the current price. Now, during each previous cycle bottom, 50% of fewer Bitcoin addresses have been in loss, and the chart shows that the current reading of around 58%, showing that Bitcoin price has further to go down. Now, the market value, the MVRV, the market value to realized value, is showing the ratios between the market cap and realized cap. By collecting this data information, MVR is indicated at the Bitcoin bottom, and this is that chart right here that they're giving for you on Glassnode. Now, the long-term holder MVRV is considered only unspent transaction outputs with a lifespan of around 155 days. Now, it's showing us just as an indicator to assess the behavior of long-term investors, those long-waiting guys, right? So such interactions have yet to occur, suggesting long-term holders have to capitulate in short-term holders, right? So the supply and profit to loss. Now, is supply and profit and loss. So it is saying that it looks at the number of tokens whose price was lower or higher than the current price when they last moved. So similar to the previous examples that we had showed you, the cycle bottoms were when the profit and loss lines actually converged, and the profit line has yet to converge against those lines, and we're speaking about here and here. All right. Now, that is pretty much all for covering that. So, but even if we look at it differently on the charts, you're going to be able to see the same information that is kind of given to you, knowing that it's hanging on the bottom side of the support. All right. Next in news, there is a scam going on, Bitcoin scam called pig butchering, and it's going very, very popular. Now, the name is saying pig butchering. This refers to the target is fattening up before being slaughtered. Now, this form of Bitcoin scam happens when a con artist recruits victims using social media or dating services like Tinder, LinkedIn, and establishes trust with the victim over weeks or even months. It's also dubbed the Chinese translation Xiaozhu Pan, is a strange mix of an investment plan and romance scam aimed to manipulate lonely netizens and take everything they have. So it's coming from Southeast Asia, and the scam is spreading across countries and languages, going into a global deception. So the swindle involves a con artist actually contacting them by like WhatsApp or SMS, and pretending to be an incorrect number or an old acquaintance, and instantly beginning a cordial discussion with the victim. Now, the fraudsters are becoming severe by employing persuasion rather than straight requests for money as a result of the fact that many individuals are aware how to avoid being asked for money. Now, the lover convinces the target to invest in Bitcoin and referring them to bogus websites for an app that is covertly managed by con artists. Now, some victims get a tiny amount of funds that are, returns on their investments in an attempt to attract them into investing even bigger amounts. So after the victim invests money in the fraudulent platform, the lover vanishes with the money and, of course, never to be seen again. So this is something that's really going really big that you do need to be watched out for, but if you're married, probably not going to be a problem for you, but it could easily turn away from being a lover, but just a friend. All right, in other news, Ethereum staking is accelerating ahead of the merge, but will it help Ethereum actually recover? there was a report and it stated that the number of Ethereum 2.0 deposit contract addresses has reached 13,343,768, and the stake rate has exceeded around 11.17%. So around 36,000 Ethereums have actually been added every week, and 153,000 new Ethereums have been staked since August. Now, August is still in, it's not finished, but that's quite a bit. Now, last week, Ethereum witnessed major selling pressure, hitting a weekly of around $1,500, and Ethereum actually recovered somewhat. But as the press time, now Ethereum is trading around $1,600 with a market cap slipping around $200 billion. So at the price, it is still trading around 20% lower on the weekly charts as well. Now, the excitement and bullish look for the merge event, Ethereum has been declining over the last 3 months, and it's because of the diminishing interest in DeFi and NFTs. Now, data from Into the Block crypto analysis Scott Melker actually shows a significant drop in Ethereum gas fees that were paid. Now, these clearly show the drop between Ethereum network activity. Total fees have dropped around 48% in the last 90 days. Net issuance has increased around 3% in the last 90 days, and the average transaction paid to users of Ethereum network has decreased around 50% in the last 90 days from 5.2 to 2.6. And this is that drop that we're covering right here. All right, now a diminishing Ethereum network has put that pressure on Ethereum burning rate as well. Now the implementation of EIP is around 1559. 241,000 Ethereum was burned in the last 90 days. And, quote, the daily amount of Ethereum burn dropped around 50% in the last 90 days and from 2.2 thousand to 1.06. And that was written by Melker as well. Now, that's all I have to cover for you today in crypto news. But stay tuned. Do drop a comment below, click the bell, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching.